When we talk about the hardships that Native people have just to survive, they're insurmountable sometimes. And most non-Native people do not understand those difficulties that some of us have to go through in order just to survive as a Native people and to keep our culture as what we're used to knowing. So for many of the tribes, for time immemorial, we've had access to our land base. Our Aboriginal land base is huge, and it overlaps sometimes with other tribes because we've always shared. And in that sharing, the sharing has been for medicine, for resources, for wood, for food, all those kinds of resources that have kept us alive. A few hundred years ago, when we were colonized and we were put on lands and restricted, those restrictions included access to medicines, access to foods, access to sacred sites, access to sacred water sites that we had to use for ceremonial purposes or just for survival. We lost access to that, and many tribes had it worse than others. Native people have healed over time immemorial using nature as our healer. And so those restrictions contributed to our inability to heal ourselves the way we were used to do once upon a time. And it's restricted a lot of our medicine people from going to access areas where they were able to pick medicines to treat the people. And so it's forced a lot of our people to have to do things in secret or sneakily accessing areas to get medicines and other resources that we need to use. And it's heartbreaking for our community to have to sneak around to get the resources that we had easily available to us at one time. A lot of our ceremonies that we always did in broad daylight, we do at night. We have to tweak things to make somebody else think we're doing it for some other purpose. And it's because of hiding, The public health system hasn't really responded to the cultural perspective of Native people in healing. How do we use our own culture, our own natural resources to promote healing in our people? And I believe that's why we're here to have these discussions that are very important and I think critical to our notion of sovereignty and also our survivorship as a Native people.